In this video, we will go over how to navigate your ZenLedger account. So if you are new to using ZenLedger or you need a refresher, then this video is for you. So to start, we are on the wallets page. This is the main page in your account that you will land on when you log in. You'll see that this page shows all of your assets. So you'll see this holdings tab here, and you'll also see where it says total portfolio here. So anytime you want to see what ZenLedger is showing as your total portfolio value, you can click on this and then it will pull that up with all of the assets combined from all the different exchanges and wallets that you've imported so far. You can also click this import history button to see all of the imports that you've made over time. And don't be alarmed if this total portfolio value is not correct. That can mean that some of your individual imports may not be updated. It could also mean that you're missing imports. It could also mean that you have duplicate imports. So there's a number of things that can be going on there, and we have other support articles that can help you troubleshoot that. But one of the main things that we suggest when you do see a number that's completely off, either higher or lower, is to go through your individual imports. So if we click on this first one here, which is a wallet address on the base blockchain, you can see the wallet address here if you need to copy it. You can see when it was last resynced, the number of transactions, and then it'll show you the holdings that have imported from that wallet address. So you can also see the import history. So this shows you on an individual basis, which is very helpful for determining where the inconsistency is coming from in the total portfolio value, because it could be possible that only one or two of these individual imports are incorrect, and that's throwing the whole thing off. So before getting too worried, when you see the total portfolio value as very incorrect, definitely go through all of these individual imports to see where that's coming from, and it'll help you narrow down what you need to either remove and re-import or review the transactions for, etc. So then over here we have a few buttons. You have the Add Wallet Exchange button, which will pull up this box allowing you to select the import you would like to make, or you can search for it in the search box. You can also click Upload via CSV, where you can import a manual custom CSV that you've made. And then you can also click to add a single manual transaction if you just need to add a couple transactions. Next, we have the Wallet Finder button. This is a new feature. In this account right now, there's no wallet suggestions, but this provides a little bit more on what this is. Basically, once you've imported all of your known accounts and wallet addresses, sometimes users are missing a wallet address and they don't realize it. So this feature actually will analyze the transaction history you've imported to identify potential other wallets that you may own, and that's what would show when you click on the Wallet Finder. So you can review those suggestions and import any of the wallets that you recognize as yours, and then remove any that aren't yours or just disregard them. If this is an optional feature, so if you get a bunch of wallets that it identifies as possibly yours and it's very confusing, you can just ignore that and not use the feature at this time, use it later, or not use it at all. So it's an optional but potentially very helpful feature that we've added. Anytime you make changes in your account, whether it's to a single transaction or adding or removing an import, you'll click the Calculate Taxes button to make sure that everything is updated. So that's the Wallets page. Let's move on to the Transactions tab. The Transactions tab will bring you to your Transactions page. On this page, you can review all of the transactions that you have imported at this time. You can use the filters at the top here to filter by the token or the type of transaction, the import source or method, the warnings in the account, insufficient balances, and missing price, which you'll also see featured up here. And then you can also use the date filter. So those filters are very helpful for certain issues or troubleshooting that you may be doing in the account. And you can also use the toggle if you want to view the transactions on the legacy version, which is the UI that we primarily used to use in the past. We still have it available for users that prefer to view their transactions in this way, but we do recommend mostly sticking with the new UI, which is this one with the legacy version toggled off. So moving on, we next have the Tax Center tab. This will prompt you to calculate your taxes if it hasn't been updated when you click on the Tax Center tab. And that's great because in case you accidentally didn't update them, it will prompt you to do that so that you don't go and try to access your forms without having that updated. The tax calculation can take a little bit of time sometimes depending on how big the account is. So it's good just to give that a few minutes like you saw there. So on this page, you have a breakdown of your capital gains, which is very helpful to view short and long term. You can also change the tax year that you're viewing. So if you wanted to view an earlier year, you can do that there. And then we have the tax forms. So these will show up as locked if you haven't purchased a subscription yet, or if you're over the tier of the current subscription you had, it will prompt you to upgrade. But if you do have an updated subscription, then you can view the tax forms here, and you can download them to either use for TurboTax or to provide to your tax professional. And then we have the taxable income box. This can show you a breakdown of your taxable income. So if you had any airdrops or interest received, staking rewards that you need to pay income tax on, you'll see that broken down here. This external transfer, we give the option to include or leave out of the total taxable income number. Most of the time users leave that out because it's assumed that these are oftentimes, this number is actually self-transfers that just haven't been properly paired up yet. So that could be something to review, and we do have other support articles that go over that as well. So down here we have the utilities box. This is where you can access a few of our very helpful tools, such as our Grand Unified Accounting spreadsheet, our tax loss harvesting spreadsheet, and any incoming transactions that are not paired with outgoing transactions, which is this number here. And that is the Tax Center page. So those are the features that you'll find there. Moving on to the next tab, which is titled More, we have this button here, File Your Tax Return. This is if you'd like to file with our tax filing partner, April. They are a tax filing company that we partner with. They're great to file your taxes with. Our tax forms are also compatible with TurboTax, and so that's what many users use to file as well. You can add your accountant here if you have an accountant or a tax professional that you would like to send an invite to so that they can view and work in your ZenLedger account. You can do that there, or if you're partnering with one of our tax pros, you can send them that invitation through this button here. And then if you click support, you'll be able to access all of our support articles for ZenLedger, which can be very, very helpful. This button down here leads you to the live chat feature. ZenLedger representatives are available from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time to assist you in our live chat. So we definitely recommend utilizing that free feature. Up here we have the upgrade button. So if you need to either purchase a subscription or upgrade your subscription, then you can click on that button and select the year that you need to purchase, and then the plan that you are purchasing as well. This person icon, the last little icon here, will bring you to our settings page. So if you click settings, you'll see some different options here. You can create your user profile. You can change your tax settings or update them. And then a few other things here. You can check out your billing history. The other tab will allow you to close your ZenLedger account completely if that's something you're doing right now. The other helpful feature on this page, the most helpful feature, is this lock transactions button. This is where you can set a lock in your account so no transactions prior to the lock date get changed for any reason if you are doing some resyncing in your account. So if any questions have come up during this video, do feel free to reach out to our support team or access our further support materials that we have that can be very helpful to learn about how to use ZenLedger so that you can file your crypto taxes accurately and efficiently.